Hey.
I am here. I had forgotten the button to unmute my microphone for some reason. I don't know why. Button combination, I suppose. I have to press 3 buttons to unmute the microphone. It's irrelevant to anything, really. But I had tried to do a greeting and then realized I was still muted. Hi. How goes? Mop Top got the first. Wow. Wow. How impressive. Patat's not happy about it. Don't worry, Patat. You'll get it next time. You're not new, though. But hello. You were also muted, so it didn't go through. That makes sense. Did I say anything interesting that you missed? No, just that I was tired. Just really tired today. So it's going to be like really low energy. Not that it's usually high energy ever, but you know. It is what it is. I think I'm getting sick again. Well, I think I've been getting sick for like a week, but I think I might actually be getting sick now.
Yeah.
Which is frustrating. I ever can't believe it. Oh, I didn't even... Oh, yeah, right, you can't... It has a limit on the distance. Distance? Number of letters. Characters. Whatever. Either way. Why aren't I resting? Because... Because if you want to... like, the real reason that I'm not resting isn't a good reason. It's because I've been consistently streaming every single day for almost a year, and if I stop now, I might stop streaming completely. Not because I don't enjoy it, just because I have a bad habit of stopping things if I have a break in it. Like, I really like streaming, and I don't want to stop streaming, but I worry if I stop for like a day or two, then I'll just be like, oh, well, I guess I'm done. So I'm just kind of worried about that sort of thing. It's a real terrible reason. Yeah, I know. But like, it's just a weird thing that I know happens with me a lot in real life about like projects and stuff. You're an all or nothing guy. Oh yeah, well no, not really. Well, kinda, I guess. It depends on the situation, I suppose. Yeah, it's a very silly thing, and so I'm nervous about like my. I'm nervous that maybe I'll stop streaming. Despite enjoying it, just because of something so silly. Likely to hurt yourself, though. Pushing too hard when you need to rest. Reason like that. Find other reasons to come back. Oh yeah, I mean, there's that. Of course. And I really do enjoy streaming, so it would be a shame to stop. So odds are I probably wouldn't, but it's kind of like how I have like tons of random irrational fears of things. Oh, I thought that was trash on the ground, and I was like, how did you miss these 2 trash cans? It wasn't trash, it was a speaker I've been laid into for some reason. Anyway, so I'm not resting, mostly because I'm worried that my brain will make me stop doing things for fun. And also, like, I get sick, like, every couple of months for, like, weeks at a time. If I rested every time I got sick, then I would never be... Just is what it is. So I made this diamond bigger than this diamond, and I like that, but also I have no idea what I'm going to do to expand the zoo out, because this map is, like, oddly shaped. And I wanted to do, like, a cool, like, pattern with, like, octagons, hexagons, and, like, diamonds, stuff like that. Like, a very geometric pattern. I wanted to make sure every enclosure... Whoop, that was fast. Every enclosure had, like, a drop down here, but I don't have a consistent height between them yet, I don't think. Yeah, I just sort of put them down however deep they want to go. I could probably measure the height with, like, do the terrain tools have a contour line? No, only for water. So I could use these contour lines to sort of decide how much height I want to have on every enclosure. That might be a good idea, or a fun idea. At least a short stream that you can rest afterwards. Yeah, that's sort of the plan. Like, that's what I usually do if I'm feeling sick. Is I'll plan a short stream, like 2.5 hours or 3 hours. And then go sleep or something. That way I still do the stream, but just not as long. But I appreciate the concern regardless. I'll definitely keep myself as healthy as always, I suppose. The real downside is, like, I can't, like, work out and stuff when I'm sick because, like, just can't be bothered. And I like working out. Say working out. Lifting weights and using my exercise bike and doing stretches and yoga. That's about it. But I guess that's technically it. I have food here, don't I? Did I forget to give the Niles? No, I didn't. They have food. I didn't put a rest out here. There's a really big zoo. Need to put more rest stops down. What are you feeling about? It's nothing. Okay, cool. Yeah, staff room with space. That's the problem. I need to move a staff room up here so that people can get there. It's a group. And we're going to put it right here, adjacent to this path. Because I want it to be close, but out of the way. That seems good. But yeah, so I'll probably end my stream a bit early today. I wasn't going to address it until you got closer to the time, but no sense in pretending I'm... So it'll be probably about 2.5 hours, I imagine. The black wildebeests are sad? Why? Stressed. Stressed from what? Yeah. Why are they stressed? They not like some of the animals in the enclosure? Is that the problem? Ostrich, warthog, zebra. So... not stressed by the humans, probably. 7 to 32, 1 male, 31 female. Live in large herds comprised of groups related female and their offspring. Bachelor herds of young males and dominant bulls will establish territory. I wonder what the issue is. I assume it must be that they just don't like some of the animals in the enclosure, but... feels a shame. Zebra, warthog, ostrich, buffalo. I think buffalo would be the only thing that might make them upset. Right? No, because the buffalo like the black wildebeest. What's the issue? Why are they stressed? Wish I had more information. Is it just that they don't like humans and they went too close to the wall edge? Is that the issue? Should I add the signs along the edges that say don't disturb the animals or whatever? Security. This one. Do not disturb, I guess. I'll have to highlight the security here so I can actually see how far out this goes. Alright. So let's start from the edges, because that'll be easier. Not disturb. A lot of sign placements. I'll have to move these eventually because there's no displays on that side. So I know they're not gonna stay that location. I need to figure out what animals I want to add to the zoo today. There's a lot to choose from. I also need to figure out where I'm going to expand to. Suppose I can make another hexagon. Got vandalized, really? I didn't put up any security cameras because I didn't think I would need them. Yearly, that's incorrect. It'd be nice if you could just place one of these signs and it would just like go around the entire enclosure. Be like, okay, this enclosure, just don't disturb any of the animals. Instead of having to put them everywhere. But I guess that wouldn't be true to life. People are people are not the greatest at following obvious instructions. Or using common sense generally. I didn't put the do not feed sign down because I'm not sure that matters terribly. I mean, it might do. Let's see. Okay, so hopefully that helps. If it doesn't, I don't know exactly what to do about it. Should probably also add more benches around because nobody has anywhere to sit. Over here. People are going over here for some reason, despite there not being much to see. I want to make sure they have the option to sit down if they happen to be extra tired. Staff room here is probably alright. What are you doing walking around over here? There's nothing to see, really. I mean, you could watch everything from everywhere, but I guess that's kind of the design purpose. These aren't actual benches. So there's no benches along this entire section here, so I'm going to put these in here. So they have a place to sit. It isn't the stands. I'm also going to move things a bit. Not uneven placement. Ow. I was pretty careful about flattening the whole terrain. At least I thought I was. Scoot that over. That one got vandalized too. Aw, man. I'm gonna put down security cameras after all. I'm gonna put down some, maybe not all of them. Places where there's like frequently a lot of guests, like here, here, and here, seem like a good place to put security cameras. These ones are much cheaper, but I don't have any walls to place them. The one here, I guess. I assign it to surface. Security camera, like right there, maybe. Very, very sticking out. That one. Put one here, wouldn't reach. We got this whole area covered here. I'm gonna need to put one of the standing ones on this section here. Then maybe another behind here. I don't want too many of them, because even though they're not terribly expensive, they do get pricey if you have too many. That was a mistake I made in, I think the last zoo I did, is that I had too many security cameras, and it ended up costing a lot of money. Same with like the water purification station stuff. Like those are nice to have and good to have, but they're also really expensive. Okay, well, another one at the park entrance. No. Right here. Right there. Right here. Attach one to the information center. Like there. Okay, so there we have most of the zoo covered, most of the important parts of the zoo covered. Animals hungry. Why aren't we feeding the hyenas? Do I need more keepers? Maybe. Probably not. The zoo's not that big. Although everybody is pretty stressed, so maybe I do. What's the security do? Security's alright. Not bad, not great. Do one. We'll do one more of each, and then I'll start trading. Well, I'm gonna run out of money, which is a real problem, I think. Of the vet, please. Keeper's probably more important. Because there's so many animals, despite them only being in 3 different enclosures. I guess I could get another educator. It feels a bit weird. But I guess one would have to rest occasionally. And the caretaker for sure, that makes sense, because the zoo is huge. Alright, so that's all them positioned. A hyena should be getting fed. Zoo's low on cash. Yeah, I know. It's fine. We have lots of donation buckets all around the place. People are paying? Are people unhappy? No, the education's not great, though. We do have a toilets right here. I wonder why everybody goes this direction. I mean, I guess because that's where the stands are for education. That would make sense. Speaking of education, I'm going to put down some of those education signs around the place. For, like, you know, general education about conservation and thing. There it is. Couldn't remember where to find it. I play this game every week. I have done for months. You'd think I'd remember where buttons are. Still have a line to surface on, which feels a bit strange. I don't want to, like, put too many of these down. I feel like they're going to get a bit obstructive after a while. Make sure I get them around where people are congregating, though. Alright, what do we want? I might just actually make them, well, ecotourism, ecological restoration, always seem like important topics to cover on these things. Climate change, overexploitation. These ones are less important. I'm gonna have these on the ones on the corners where nobody watches. I'm gonna put stuff like the amphibian extinction crisis and the bee population decline. Those are both very important, but I mean, like, less relevant. Is the thing it's saying. They're less relevant to the zoo. Poaching and exotic pet trade. And less people congregate here, so that one seems pretty important. So species reintroduction and medicine. And over here we'll have poaching and population fragmentation. I had thought to look at each individual animal and then make the signs somewhat related to their endangerment, but a lot of the animals in the zoo aren't endangered, so it wouldn't work very well. Repair the ozone layer. Also, I want to make sure I go in here and adjust my not marketing loans. My loan repayment is pretty expensive. I'm gonna lower that because I'm hurting for cash right now. I know in the long run that'll cost more, but I'd like to make sure I don't go bankrupt. I guess chat's tired too, no one's typing. It happens. There's no obligation to chat. It's nice if people have things to say, but most people tend to just leave me up in the background. and then just listen as I speak. I guess these ones don't actually need me right now. Ding. Hey, yeah, how you doing? JMZNG. I don't know how to pronounce that. Krimzonmoon. Tickets are underpriced, are they? Could raise them a bit. I don't think they're that underpriced. $11, yeah. Up it a little bit. There you go. In your defense, such a lovely voice. It's nice to have the background. Well, thank you. That's very kind. And incredibly flattering. But yeah, no, I'm more than happy to just have people lurking. That's always welcome. It's truly more fun if you let streamers guess. Well, yeah. I guess that would be a fun little game, especially with a name that's difficult to pronounce. Or read, I suppose. Hopefully I got it somewhat close with Jumzung. Or Jamazing, maybe. Either way. Amazing. Magazine. Who knows? One of those, probably. It's pronounced. Yeah, okay, thanks for the pronunciation. Appreciate that. It's very good. Pretty obvious. Yeah. Alright, so what are you people feeling about the zoo? Happiness is bad because we're all thirsty. We have drinks, but we need more. I guess it is hot. Well, I can't give you any drinks because I'm currently hemorrhaging cash, so hopefully you just, well, I mean, you could probably just like, you know, the walls are only about, you know, waist high. You could just get a drink. It's clean. It's treated water, I think. You're welcome, yeah. I assume that's probably going to be the most need I have. Yeah, just people are thirsty. I'll probably, when my money stops dropping rapidly, I'll attempt to put down some vending machines and more drink stands. What do I have now? I think it's Gulpy. I have ice cream and Gulpy. Yeah, Gulpy Energy. Oh, how exciting. What is this one? Is this another? This is Mexcellente, because I love Mexcellente. I think it's a fantastic name for a for a taco stand. Okay, how are you doing in here? Now that I've added the Do Not Disturb sign, are you feeling undisturbed? Cleanliness is bad, though. I could call a keeper to clean up. You're back and you have cake. Wow. What kind of cake? Oreo? I was about to ask if it was homemade or store-bought, but Oreo tends to be store-bought usually. Did you bring it up for everyone? Ah, did you? Yeah. Well, look, it's okay. Technically, yes. Just having a little chat. Oh, what'd you say? Oh, embarrassment. Y'all aren't here. Well, squash cake into the computer. Yeah. That one makes sense. That's what the disk drive is for. If you have a disk drive. My computer doesn't have a disk drive, and I regret it. Apparently the zoo inspector is happy with my habitats. You have an external one? Yeah, I was thinking about getting something like that. Like, I don't have many discs that I would need to use, but having a computer without a disk drive just feels very strange. You have a USB disk drive and haven't had to dig it out for literal years. Oh yeah, I know, but there's always like a chance you might need it. Also, like, various games that I just happen to own that haven't been redistributed, you know, it might still run if I do some finagling. Bought it and used it like once, yeah. But that one time, it paid off, right? So this habitat is incredibly dirty. I wonder if there's a way to, like, just always set one person to clean it 24/7, because look at this mess. Maybe I'll set zones early. And just have this habitat maintained by, like, that staff. And nothing else. And I'll add one keeper, which is one of these symbols, this one. Work zone 1. You know what makes the habitat dirty? Putting 1,000 penguins in it? I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, granted, this is like the first time I've ever had this many animals in one enclosure before, so I guess I'm not that shocked that it's dirty. But, like, I wonder how you're meant to maintain it. Like, you might even have to dedicate just 2 or 3. Like, workers to one enclosure to keep it clean. Well, we'll see. How much longer do I have to pay off my debts before I get money again? Because I could really use some money. Loans. Loans are almost paid off. That one's about to be done, and then I won't have to pay $3,000 a month. This one has an incredible amount of money still remaining. How low can I make this? Oh, quite low, turns out. Don't visit your only pangs. It's a nightmare zoo, probably. All animal poop. Well, yeah. Yeah. I've made an effort to, like, maintain manageable enclosures up until now. So having this one giant one, which I would be building more enclosures, but with not having any cash right now, I kind of can't. So I'm just sort of, like, watching what's happening. And just checking out people's desires and wants and needs. I think if I was to take out another loan, it would be purely to just make, like, drink stands and vending machines all along the edges. I think drink stands are better because they don't break down. Vending machines break down and take a lot of time for the maintenance workers to fix. However, it means I don't have to pay an employee specifically to work there. I'm a bit worried about too. Outsider, gender ratio. Well then, you are welcome to be released. Should probably check on that. There's no fast way to look at that, I don't think. Yeah, that's a big problem I just realized I'm gonna have. Trying to find, like, outsiders. Like, go through each and every one like this. Oh, really? Do they? Oh, right. Mind. It's fine. It's fine. Probably. Maybe. Wow, look how small you are. Oh, watch out for the poop. It's bigger than you are. What even are you? Are you a buffalo? Oh, Oh, you're a wildebeest. How do you turn into this? Weird. Weird, weird, weird. I wonder how my finances are going to be doing now that I've paid off a loan and also, you know, well, almost paid off a loan. And ticket sales are up. It's nice. A little, well, not up, but like they're going up. I was at a deficit of 4,000 last year. Average year. Last year I wasn't that low. So after lowering the amount of money I repay on my loans, I think this will go positive pretty quickly. But I could always take out another loan. I mean, that'd be not a terrible idea, right? Actually, it wouldn't matter because I only have access to the $5,000 loan. Maybe I'll speed up time to let it resolve itself, since I can't do anything. I'd hate to just sit here for 2 hours watching my animals walk around, not building anything. It's a shame that it makes the sound stop. Not even any music playing. Where? Okay, money's on the rise, it looks like. Very slowly. But it's going up. That's something. I imagine people are going to get fed up with the zoo if I don't add anything new. I should probably make an effort to... Yeah, it looks like it's hovering around 9,500. Okay, I'm done with that one. I'm gonna take out a 20,000. Spend 10,000 on restaurants. Because people are really upset about not having drinks, and I think that would be the best choice. Drinks and also training. How much is training? 150, that's not too bad. I'm gonna train my keeper and educator, because they are the most highly worked. The other ones can all do what they want to do, that's fine. So, give me facilities, guest facilities, drink stalls. I don't have enough money for the facades right now, so I'm just going to put down the base structures. Everybody seems to be conglomerating over on these edges, so I think I'm going to probably post up here. Make the queue path a bit longer, maybe. That's fine. That'll be enough for there. These are 2,000 each. Eesh. Opie slush. I'm gonna have that one maybe right here, since there's nothing here right now. And putting it right next to a staff room. Helpful. This one, but there you go. About there, and I am going to keep this one on the grid, I think. To drink. I should probably grab a food as well, even though drinks are most important. Do another drink. There? No. Like there, maybe. And food. That wasn't blinking like that. I have Mexcellente. Nothing else so far. Getting Missy Good. Bernie's Bakes. I have ice cream as well, I guess. That's technically food. Yeah. Monsieur fries. No. Hot dogs are nice. Hot dogs are a good, like, hot weather food. I'm gonna... I like make this grid a little bit smaller. Just a bit. I'd like it to be like smaller. Even smaller. Like, just about even with the other one. So it's almost symmetric. And I'm gonna have 2,000 left over for now. So I'm gonna put down ATMs over here. People can pay for it if they need to. Move these over so I can actually like make that fit. There, perfect. Alright, so that should be good. I'm gonna add a couple more ATMs over on this side. Maybe just one, actually, right? Hopefully, that brings in enough money to not have to worry about it. I ought to also probably hire another... No, not hire, sorry, train a vet, because I'm gonna have somebody do research. Vets aren't really necessary to have unless they're doing something. I'd like to make my animals happier. So we're gonna go with the buffalo first. I'm surprised that I haven't finished researching hyenas, because I've had them at a previous zoo. Okay, now I'm just going to let it run and see how it goes. I should probably double check my finances and just keep an eye on those as it progresses. See where my money is coming from and going. Purchases are fine. I can't omit those from this, but I guess I could look at the graph. I don't need to know transport rides, transfer costs, remove construction, remove loans. Cash flow went real high for a bit because I got that giant loan. It was on a steady incline the entire time, so I am making money. And dropped back down, and I have to wait for the quarter, and then it'll give me another report so I can see. I expect it'll be about here. Maybe. Because the money is going up. I'm at 3,000. I was at 1,000, so something's gone good. Something has really done well here. To have boosted me by an extra 2,000 bucks in like no time. Having these restaurants over here might not be a good idea, other than just having the guests like roam over to this position at some point. I should also get another information center over there whenever I get the chance. People do come to it pretty regularly, like as soon as they enter. And I also want to make sure I get the souvenir stand and the like hat store over here somewhere too. The entrance, or exit as it were. Okay, we're back in the positives. I don't know why, but I'm happy about it, so I think I'm going to look into new animals I can add. I want a giraffe, but last time I checked, they were all being sold for, like, incredible amounts. That's not too bad. They're not good giraffes, though. That one's okay, but it's not great. I have enough credits for 2. Those cheap ones. But I don't have any female giraffes available. What do I have in storage right now? Nothing. Okay. What is your preferred group size? 2 to 12. 4 males, 8 females. So I can get 2 males without any issues. I might just do that. One of the males is gone now. Oh, probably it was the worst one anyway. I'm not going to be able to recoup those conservation credits for a long time. Especially if I don't have a female giraffe to to make babies to release to the wild. They're not going to go for anything, and they're not going to go for cash. So maybe I won't get giraffes for now. What is your bird animals to join you in that enclosure? The Red River Hog, I'm saving for a different enclosure. Sable antelope, what do you like? Maybe I'll put the antelope and the springbok in a different enclosure with the giraffes. Because this is a big enclosure, but it's kind of busy. It feels like there's a lot going on in there already. I don't think I need more animals in there. How much space do we have? Maybe. I kind of wish I could put like the periscopes on here. Is that what they're called? Like those little like looking binoculars you put down and like you can like see through. I mean, I guess that's kind of what they're meant to do. But yeah, I hope that makes sense. The ones you have to pay a quarter for and then you look through at like a monument or something. I don't know what they're called. Binoculars? Viewing? No. Looking station. Oh, actually, lookout tower's kind of fun. Ah, well, I can't recall. I don't know what they're called. Signs? No. Isn't there a Stop. My power's flickering. That's interesting. Windy out? Not. Power flickering. Strange. How ominous. You? No. Actually, I need you to breed, I think. Oh no, I don't. You're one of my units. No breed. What was I doing? Just a second ago, I was thinking about doing something. I have no idea. Oh well. I should probably find... that was the one I was looking at, actually. Outsider maturation. You are a 1-star gold, though. I'd hate to release you into the wild, because you're really good. At least I think you are. Your genetics. Yeah, you're pretty good. I'd hate to... I think I'd rather just keep you in storage for a while. It kind of sounds cruel, but... I think I'd like to keep that one for future replacements of animals. Pomani. This is what I'm boxing. I want you to storage center. Nice, nice, nice. Check this again. Anybody else that shouldn't be here? No, we're all fine. You're on contraceptives, that's fine. Why did you get removed? Welfare's good. Did they get into a fight? Did they get sick? Learned of toy enrichment for the buffalo. Very exciting thing about the buffalo. They like large ball, skittle, rubbing pillar, grab ball, mud bath, herb scent marker. Alright, well, let's see. How is the habitat for you? That looks good. Where my ostrich at? They're around here somewhere. Kind of hard to see. They're not sprinting around the place. Inside the tree. Okay, so this was low. Food enrichment in the habitat, yeah. We're low on cash, it says, but we're hovering around 4,000, which is not good, because we were going up, and now we're stationary. But it could be worse. Do I have a forage box in here already? I think I do, yeah, right there. I might put another one over here. There. Now that's good. Zebra, or zebra. How are you looking? You're looking great. Warthog? Oh, you're not a warthog, you're a bison. Oh, food enrichment's not good here. Luckily, I have barrel feeders to throw on the ground. And maybe a hanging feeder as well. Just cause. So that'll be fine. But I'm curious to know if the bison are gonna have any problems as the... Sure. We have one alert for warthogs. What is the alert for warthogs? There's no alert for warthogs. You lied to me. You want to play Planet Zoo so bad, but you have such an important exam on Wednesday and have to study? Yeah, I can understand that. It's definitely better to not, despite the desire to play. It's always a difficult one, making the correct decision when you want to do something else. What is this? Total profit's down a lot. Why? Is it because I didn't adjust this down again? Yeah, you're definitely, if it's an important exam, you're gonna want to make sure to focus on that and not distract yourself by playing game. No matter how cool and fun game is. Relaxing, fine. I probably shouldn't say stuff like that. Food enrichment and habitat's not looking... Why? You guys doing okay in here? They're all hungry. I should probably make sure they get food. I need to get more keepers or train them better, because they're really falling behind on keeping the animals happy. I think that part of my problem is I have, like, assigned a single zookeeper to this enclosure, so they're always going to be there, but the other one is going to be roaming around between this one and down here. Just to, like, supplement. And so, because I don't have work zones, and the zoo is already so large, like, sprawling, not like populous. I'm gonna have a lot of problems. Also, I solved the problem of thirst. Not solved, but helped solve the problem of thirst. It's a lot better than it was. And I think that was probably why I had such a huge influx of money, because people were spending on drinks and stuff, maybe. But now that, like nobody's going over to here to buy drinks, because there's not much to see up here. I'm sure eventually they will come up here, but it won't be for a while. My zoo is a walk-in zoo. I haven't made any rides, and I don't intend to make any rides. I also am not entirely sure I want this whole section over here to be used at all, because there's nothing here. I think what I'm going to do... I did choose to stop this last time. I was doing this, so they wouldn't walk over there. And, like, I deleted this side as well. And then, for some reason, I added them back, and I don't know why. Come on, all you out. All you out. I guess I could manually place people if I wanted to. Oh, the zoo inspector's been trapped. Whoops. Hopefully they resolve it themselves. Wonder if they will, actually. I'm going to see what happens. What happens to a zoo inspector if they're trapped on a path? Do they just, like, walk over the terrain, or do they, like, teleport out? They're gonna walk up to that path and then just stop and realize that they can't leave. They don't have the agency to walk over the terrain off the beaten path, as it were. What are you gonna do, Inspector? Taking notes about the lack of path access? Inspector? Approving nods. Never seen anything like this before. Very impressed with my ingenuity. Good, good. How do you get out? You're stuck here forever. Oh, it turns out this habitat's actually bad. Whatever, I'll add the path back for the inspector. They clearly can't... Oh, no, they just teleported out. Okay, cool. So the report is ready for viewing. I want to see that. What was wrong? Oh, education's bad for some reason. Why is that? Ooh, hello. Well, how did you get up there, bud? I mean, I'm happy that you're having a little walkabout, but this is a very precarious edge. Although now that I've actually like come down to the level of the animals, I realize how much space there is to walk here. Because floating in the omnipotent like Sky Lord position, like that looks like a pretty narrow wall. Then coming down and seeing tiny lizards walking along it, you realize it's actually quite a large structure to walk upon. Okay, are the lizards still hungry? I have assigned a keeper urgently, but not trying. Also, I'm worried about the view, because that guest just said the view is fine from here, but not good. Leads me to believe that perhaps the view isn't, in fact, fine or good. Need more water, apparently. Oh, I can fix that. Up. Up. Hey, like that water. Enough water for you? The lizards? Yes, the answer is yes. Yes, there's enough space for water. Although we're getting pretty low on land here now. It might not be great. How's the Zooin? The Zooin's doing alright. Just, slowly losing and gaining money by the whims of my customers. I haven't added any new enclosures because I'm losing money at a rate that is unpleasant. And hopefully I will start regaining money soon. I don't have to take out more loans. But you never know. I could pay for marketing, which will cause more people to come in, but I already have 1,000 guests. So, I mean, feasibly, I should be making a decent amount of money. I'm definitely not, but I should be. Which is why I'm a bit confused, because any other zoo I've had 1,000 guests in has tended to be pretty profitable. I'm imagining it's probably because of the sheer number of animals I have to feed on a regular basis. Because they get pretty pricey pretty quick. What was that fun fact about buffaloes? The African buffalo is one of the most dangerous animals in Africa, killing 200 people a year. Unlike other bovid species, the African buffalo is immune to sleeping sickness, a deadly disease transmitted by the tsetse fly. Interesting. Very cool. How are you enjoying the zoo? Everything at the information center is too expensive. Really? I haven't raised the prices. I have a general, guest thought. Unhappy customer 1. It was that one person, so I think we're actually fine. That one person is grumpy for some reason. I'm not gonna lower any prices. Guest happiness 67. Oh, really? I could lower prices a tiny bit then, just to maybe prove that. Not a lot, just a little bit. A few cents each. Like one of those sales where they boost the prices to from $30 to $40, and they reduce it to $35 and pretend it's a sale. Like that. You're the only one having a black border? Is there a black border? I think you might be. I don't see one. I'm looking at the stream. Your stream is zooming in and out all stream? That's weird. Yeah, that's not on my side. I mean, I can zoom in and out. But is it specific to mobile? Oh, okay. Oh, you're on a computer. Huh. Weird. Yeah, I'm not sure how to help you there. I don't think it's something I can do to fix it. You ever watched Twitch off the computer? You only watch it on your phone? Your mobile device of some description, or your tablet, whatever. Yeah, I don't know. I do tab in and out of my my Twitch page pretty regularly. I haven't seen any issues there on my side, so I suppose it must be the browser. But if refreshing doesn't help, then I'm not sure what might. Oh right, it must stream until 5. Why would it? What? Why would I stream till 5 a.m.? I know I'm probably streaming until 2:30 because I'm sick and tired. Oh, time jumping forward. Right. No. I'm not sure. I'm quite ill. I'm getting ill. I'm feeling kind of iffy, very tired, so I'm probably only gonna stream for 2.5 hours today. But we'll see. Okay. I am regaining money again, so I think it's probably safe to start planning for another enclosure. I think I wanted the 2 Springbok and what was the other one called? I don't recall. Springbok and Bongo. Ooh. No, it was where are you? Gemsbach. Sable Antelope, that was what it was. It was Springbok and Sable Antelope. I wanted to plan an area for them. And I wanted to keep the giraffes in there too when I eventually get them. I wanted to have 3 different creatures at zoo. Your time jumps in 3 weeks? It's funny how different these things times. I'm surprised the time jumps at all still. I had thought we were, getting rid of daylight savings. Thompson's Gazelle? I don't think I have a Thompson's Gazelle. Unless that's what they're called in a different classification. But yeah, Springboks and Sable Antelopes I want to get. Ooh. I can... Oh, you're really cheap, actually. I'm going to get you. While you're cheap. That male's really good, too. But 400's pretty pricey. Although, I don't know. I'm going to need to take it. It's probably going to require like 5 or 6 of them, though. So I'm probably going to just hang on to them forever. 1 to 11. Oh, really? Okay, well, 2 will work then. That's DLC, you think? Yeah, I don't have it then. Tragically. You're just curious because you're going to pass out in about 2 minutes? Oh, alright. Well, in that case, I hope you have a good pass out. Sleep well. Sorry you didn't get the first redeem today, but happy to have you here regardless. Oh, God. Look at that. As soon as I spend a ton of conservation credits. Okay, I'll get this one because it's not terrible. None of the other ones are great either. I mean, this one's okay. Longevity's bad, but, like, everything else is okay. I'll probably get this one. That way at least I have some more than one. So that's the Sable Antelope, and then I want to get the Springbok as well. They go together in the enclosures, and they're happy. How many of them do I need? 3 to 35. 1 male and 34 females. Gee whiz. Okay, I'll buy it for conservation credits. Wah. Are they endangered? Is that why people are charging so much for them? I can't afford... I don't want any... The rest of them aren't very good, so I'm not going to grab them. No, they're least concern. Wonder why people are charging so much. Springboks have complex and changeable social structure like most ungulates. They live in herds that can be composed of multiple group types. These include mixed groups of non-dominant males, females, and juveniles, bachelor groups of juveniles and young adult males, solitary dominant males who are territorial and defend their range from other males, and breeding harems comprised of a dominant male and multiple receptive females. The composition of these groups, as well as the number within them, change depending on the time of year and the availability of food. For example, during the rainy season, there will be more breeding harem groups than at other times of year. Oh. How much space do they need? I don't know if I'm going to get up to 35 of them, but I will put in like 20. Maybe 15. 15 with some babies. It's 1,500 meters squared. That's a lot of space. What about the Sable Antelopes? For 10, 12. Let's go with like 10 and then some baby. 1,100. So I need like 3,000. And then the reticulated giraffes. You live in herds of up to 12. So we're going to have a similar number here. 5,000. Okay, so I'm going to need like an enclosure of about 6,000, I would imagine. Told you, yeah. Because if they're sharing land, they probably don't need that much extra space. So having like 9,000 would be a bit excessive. And I'm only going to have those 3 in the enclosure together, I think. The Springbok, the Sable Antelope, and the reticulated giraffe all together at once would be enough, I believe. This is about 10,000, so I needed to be a little bit smaller than this. I was going to have this area right here connect to there, and then have a really wonky, angled, square, maybe? I want geometry shapes. I have a hexagon already. I have 2 diamonds. Or whatever you want to call this. It's also a 6-sided structure. I don't know what you'd call it officially. I call it a diamond. There's probably an actual word for it. So going from there to there and then making like a square would be kind of fun. But then squares are kind of hard to see because they're all sides are so far from the middle that you wouldn't. It's like the same situation here. It's like all these sides are so far from the middle. So if the animals are hanging out right here, nobody can see them. But if they're walking around the edges where I put the food dishes or the play places, then they're able to be seen. Maybe a square wouldn't go awry, but I think it might be too much. I could probably do like a triangle, like from here to here, then up to here, and then down to there. That might be pretty good. It wouldn't be big enough though. I'd have to make it like very silly. We'll see. Let me just do some testing. How about that? For 8, I think it's 8. Come off here. Not gonna be able to do a triangle, I think. Go with 15 degrees so I can get an angle here. And connect to there. I might have to go 45 there just to make sure it fits. I have a suspicion these aren't going to line up. Look at that. Okay, so we're going to delete all that, and I'm going to figure out some way to make these connects. If I keep them like that and just raise the range, I could probably make something silly. I don't want it to curve, though. It's curving too much. It need to be just like a... I may have to do this manually. Nope, I'll do that one. That one. Okay, that doesn't work exactly. It's better than it was. And what I want to do, actually, angle it off here. Delete that one. Be grumpy that I just deleted part of my actual enjoyed. Also, this is way too big. I just realized this needs to be a size 6 or 7, maybe. Wish I could mouse over the path to see what the size of it is, because I don't know if this is a 6 or 7. Seven? Okay. How did I do that? I wanted to do it from here to there. Put that there and just leave it for a second. And snap this back up. Can I make that? I need to do it from the other side first. Then it doesn't want to... Ah, oh, dang, that sucks. Wish I could, like, make that work a bit nicer. It's just gonna have to be that way. It's gonna be a little bit different than this path side. Okay, so got the betweens, right? Here, there, not quite. Here. It was close. It was super close. It was so close, in fact, that I'm going to pretend it was exactly correct. I'll undo all that. Got one here, and we'll put one like here. Then boost this up to max, going straight. That's not going to work. At all. Put this... there. I can try and connect it up to there. That is not going to work. There you go. This is going to be awful. This is going to be an awful shape. I hate this. Okay, undo all of it. I hate it. I'll figure something else out. Undo it forever. How many undos do I have? Not enough. Giraffes have an 11 kilogram and 60 centimeter heart and have double the blood pressure of humans, all because of their long necks, distance to the brain. Heart walls can be 7.5 centimeters thick. Yeah, that makes sense. Alright. So that one's going right out the window. That was a fun idea. Don't know how I'm going to incorporate it. So instead, maybe I ought to try something different. The whole problem that I'm having is because I've made these two different sizes, they're not going to line up very well. I can find a general point in between the two of them and try to line that up like this. Maybe that'll be fine. This works. Same over here. That's not going to line up at all. Maybe the square is a better idea still. The triangle was fun, but I think it's going to be too difficult to like make it make sense. Turn it back up to 45. I'm gonna come off here. And here. How long is this path? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, going uphill now. I need to flatten that terrain, please, because I do not want to have trouble with terrain height right now. Flatten. Larger. Yeah, I imagine that makes sense. Like, I mean, generally speaking, any animal that's larger than a human should have higher blood pressure, I would guess. Although I guess it's relative, isn't it? Giraffes having such a large neck kind of makes it sense that it would have, like, a very high blood pressure to shoot the blood up the neck hole, but... That's so freaking bad. Did I like how did I angle that incorrectly? How did that work out? Maybe I ought to like instead of oh no, I don't want to undo all that. Maybe I should just make a path that leads straight out from like the middle of it instead of trying to do some fancy stuff off the corners. If I just go out from here. then do like a big old turn, a big old right angle. Oh, there's my triangle. I realize now. Dang it. How am I going to get that to work? How could this happen? I gotta count the number of times I pressed that. I need the triangle back. Okay, that's 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. Could do a square instead of the triangle. It won't let me go more than a right angle on a curve, it looks like. That it will. We're going for a square. Don't you connect there. Don't you dare connect there. Stop it. There. There's your square. How big is that going to be? Not very big. Not nearly big enough. This one, yeah, 1,600. This is only about twice the size, so it needs to be quite a bit larger than that. So I might make another square that direction. Be a rectangle, in fact. Scandalous. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Terrain down. Six, 7, 8, 9, 10. What a weird challenge I've given myself. There are only 2 species from the giraffe family living today, the giraffe and the okapi. The giraffe has many subspecies, which vary in coat pattern mostly. Oh, interesting. Okay, we're gonna trash this road now. Middle ground. Then from here, we're gonna make the... That looks like it's going to be big enough. I'm going to make the barriers to test. Concrete. Right in the corner, please. Little bit in. All the way over to here. There. Almost. Yeah, it's close enough. I'll adjust them manually after that. Okay. Looking good. Now give me my gate to check the size. It is 7,000. It's too small. Tragic. I really thought that'd be big enough. Well, no, wait. Actually, maybe it's no. It's fine, right? It was 6,000 I wanted because the giraffe takes like 5,000, and the other ones take like 3,000. I was gonna combine them together and reduce it to make sure it made sense. That might be good. Articulated giraffe. I was thinking, how many was it? 10? 10, I think. 10 of them, and then some babies. Yeah, so about 5. That's okay, so we're good. That's the right size. However, when I shrink the enclosure into the ground, it's going to be less good. we're going to push down a little bit. I want the giraffes to be able to poke their heads over the top, because that's cool. How tall is a giraffe going to be? That seems about right. Okay, we're going to push against the wall and come back later to fix it. So I realize I am going to add some water as well, so that's going to cause the walking space to shrink a bit. Right. Give me a much, much smaller size. And a flattened surface. Gradual slope down. Smooth. I really should be paying attention to those notifications. I'm just sort of like working on this and not paying any attention to it at all, but I'm sure a lot of stuff that's popped up is important. I wish there was a way to make it so it didn't have this weird bumpy texture, but the only way I know to do that is to like pull it out manually and then do that, but like I don't want to do that. If I pull it's like there. That stops the bumpy texture from happening, but like there's like no guarantee that that'll work the way I want it to. It'd just cause me more grief than good. Could also just increase the size of this. I don't know why I'm doing it so small. Increasing the size wouldn't stop anything from happening. It'd still end up being just about as smooth as always. Okay, that looks smoother. But I think it's still too steep to walk up, which is what I want. Right. Pull out this side gently, because I have a much larger reticle this time. That seems okay still. Alright. Okay, I think that's good. I'm gonna need a little bit of water in the middle. Probably just a tiniest bit. I say tiniest bit, then add a giant splot. 7,000, still walking room? That's a lot of water, actually, turned out. Not very interesting looking. Kind of want to do something interesting with the water. Not interesting exactly, but like a little push down here, flatten the foundation, and like make it like a river or something like that. Still a bit too much water, but that's better. I'm going to smooth it out to make it so it doesn't have quite as much water area. That's the same exact amount of water area, but that's fine. Okay. Of course, I'm not even going to have the giraffes, like, ready to go in there. Well, maybe. Ooh, look at all these springboks. How many did I need? I don't remember. How many do I have? I have one. I only have one springbok? How many do I need? Was... Oh. Springbok. 3 to 35. 1 male, 34 females. I have 1 female right now. It's a good male for 85. Fine. Double check that I have a female. Yes, okay. Back to purchase. Male. Buy just some of the females. That one's not great, but I guess that's fine. I don't need that many, I just need some. Okay. Nope, stop. You have a voyeur. I don't care if you're the alpha, you can't mate. You're related to everybody. Okay, that's good. I'm making money again, which is nice. That's a very out-of-the-way location from my enclosure. I am going to cut off the paths on these edges here so that people can't walk around the back. Actually, no, I'm not going to do that because the giraffe or whatever might be like over here and people get grumpy. Not giraffe, just the animals. That is worse than I thought it was. So pull out this, and this, and this, and this, and this. Smooth it all out a bit, please. I don't mind a couple of bumpies here and there, but to try to make sure it doesn't have too many. Alright, so springboks are all dealt with. What about the sable antelopes? Did I actually finish buying them too? Oop, wrong one. No, wait, I needed to, yeah, I do want to go to the trading center. There we go. And then the animal storage. I got 4? Yeah, okay, I did. And then I wanted to get reticulated giraffes. But I think they're just going to be incredibly expensive always. That one's not terribly expensive. But just a lot. It's just a lot of money. For something that well, I don't know. Yeah, go ahead. It's better to get them while they're at reasonable prices instead of like 5,000. Even if they're not great. How long do they live? I should have checked that earlier. 25 years, so they're already almost halfway through their age. When do they stop being able to breed? They stop being sterile at death, just about. Sorry, they stop being able to breed at about death. That's not terrible. I mean, like, that's 10 years that they might mate. I don't have any male giraffes yet. Can the female bachelor group be a thing? Yes, okay. So I can put them in. They're confident with humans, but guess can't enter the habitats. What about the other ones? Neutral, shy. Okay, I need to put up the signs to make sure guests don't bother them. It's gonna be a really long way away from the center for my staff to run over to. Speaking of staff, I need to train them again, please. Let's train everybody a little bit. And I'm gonna train up the food employees, because they're really having a bad time, apparently. I may have to hire on another keeper And caretaker because the park is getting so much bigger. That's fine. I'm going to take a couple of these. There. I may put something else in with them, like that Red River hog or whatever it's called. I'm going to put a fourth one down just in case. Then trash everywhere. Don't want there to be a single section of this area that can't see a trash can. Want people to think this is a zoo for trash cans. They come here to view the various trash cans positioned around my zoo. That's how it's going to work. Such a unique enclosure. The trash can exhibit. Okay. Then let me grab one of the monitors that aren't turned on. Bring that over there, so I don't have to go out of my way to turn it on. Here. I don't know where the best viewing angles are going to end up being. I kind of just want them mostly along the front here. I just realized that I did that flattening. I have to adjust the entire wall here and here out a bit more. Oh, gonna have to redo the interior a bit. But on the bright side, that means they get more space. Just something I was kind of concerned about. Right, just do this again. Pull, 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 pull. Gently, gently pull this. Smooth it out. One people's first thought on entering to be, this is a rubbish zoo? Yeah, exactly. Get it? Honestly, as silly as it sounds, I think there would be, like, a market for that. Not in that, like, it would do well, but, like, I think that people would go there for the spectacle of it. I think they would find it funny and interesting, and they would actually go there just to see what it was about, and then leave. Just, not disappointed, but, like, unamused, because it was just exactly what they thought it would be. Like, I guarantee if something like that happened and it, like, opened up as, like, the trash zoo, it would make a massive profit for the first 2 months when people were, like, hearing about it. And then it would just tank immediately. Okay. Now, give me my animals into the quarantine so that I can start putting them where they belong in my enclosures. Okay, that'll do that. I don't know if people are going to go around the outside. I don't think I think I am going to delete this path, actually, just to make sure they don't go over here. It feels a little bit strange, because I don't want them to, like, be restricted to one viewing angle on this one side. But at the same time, I just don't think I have the money to kit out every single angle that they're going to be looking at them from. Okay, that's that, and I need to get the speaker. The hyenas. Place it here, and then turn it into giraffes. Or actually, I guess I can't do anything with it yet. There. There. And there. There. Talking points, please. Where are you? There you are. Give me. Cross from that. I'll need to get some benches up and running as well. Looking good. The benches should be over here. Oh, there they are. Just gonna dupe those and drop them next to the trash bin. It is a rubbish zoo after all. It's only correct. There. Decent number of trash cans and benches. That one didn't line up properly. The okapi was first described from skins and skull fragments in 1901. The first zoo to display them was the Antwerp Zoo in 1919. Ah. What is the okapi? Is that, do I have that in this? I do, right there. I guess it resembles a giraffe in that it has some stripies, like a pattern, I should say, not stripies, because they don't have stripes, but pattern and weird nubbins. Why does everybody like the Red River Hog so much? Why are they just good with everything? Nila Leshra? No, what is this thing like? Red River Hog, reticulated giraffe. I don't know, it's just, jeez. Probably Nile, not Nile. Nile Leshwe. Leshra? I don't know how you'd pronounce that. Anyway, let's see. So we need more. We're doing that. Marketing's bad. That's fine. Guest happiness is surprisingly good. We're gonna have to have more restaurants up here at some point, but not right away, because there's some here that people can go to if they really need something. Once the quarantine finishes on those animals, I can start putting stuff in here. I noticed that there's no benches over here. I don't know why. No trash cans either. I just, like, give up partway through. Is it because I ran out of money, probably? Put some around. Or maybe it's because I assumed nobody would be going up here for any reason. But now that I have stuff, down stuff. Ah, yes, without power, of course. I forgot about power. Why are you having a hard time going there? Is that elevated? No. Don't want to cooperate. That's fine, I guess. Stop it. Go there. Okay, I need to give power there. Do I have This, please. How much power is that spreading? A decent amount. If I can get this one, like, here, fine. I'll cover everything on this side. There. I'll have to add a staff path, but it should be fine. Also, I might just move it over to, like, match the center here. Path. Staff path. Make it the right size, and longer. Straight in. Go, perfect. Okay, so that should cover all these. Those will be powered. Anything else needing power that I'm missing? There's no power over here. I'll delete this purely because it's not being powered, so having it's pointless. I'm not doing anything on this side. I've also deleted the paths, so they can't get over there anyway. That looks good. What do I have here? Quarantine's done. Education item placed too far. Oh, right, because I never reassigned those. Oops. Nothing. Yeah. It's a shame you can't just, like, choose an animal you have in your, like, quarantine or, you know, whatever to change to. It'd make it a lot faster. Okay, the giraffes are done. The sable antelope? Is that what they're called? Sable. Those things are done. Move all these into this enclosure. Scroll down. Springboks are about to be done as well. Did I only have 3 of them? I'm sure I had more. Didn't I have... No, I guess not. I thought I had a male. Oh well. Oh, I do. It's right here. Just at the bottom for some reason. Alright, I need to make sure to put these signs up as well, because they're shy. Oh, and also donation buckets, of course. Can't have a closure without donation buckets. It's crazy. They're a bit clipped into the wall. I guess I'm fine with that. Okay. They're going in. A couple of ATMs dotted around just so they can be sure to have money on them. That's what this zoo's about. Profit. After all. Disturb signs. Woo, look at him go. Flee. You are now free. Free to roam the plains within the enclosure walls, TM. Okay. Let me go ahead and start customizing the interior. I didn't actually check to see they couldn't walk out. I didn't check their height requirements. Let me do that now. They can walk up to here, but they can't get out of the walls, as far as I can tell. If I was to select all and lower it so that people could see over top. Are they at risk of walking out now? No? I mean, they definitely could, but they're not at risk, apparently. Okay. No, 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 no. Stop it. Bad. Should probably check this include again to make sure nothing is happening. Have a warning with the plain zebra. Cider maturation, I guess. And why I'm getting double. Overpopulation. Why are you the outsider? 14 years old. How many years? This zoo's only been around for 8 years. You're one of the ones I got first. I think. Yeah, I can't release you. I don't know what to do with it. I guess I could send it to the trade center and sell it, maybe? Although, no, by that logic, I realize now. The, zebras only have one male. Now, this was the original male. This is the alpha now, I guess? But this one is a child to one of them. I'll worry about it when it becomes an issue. Full population too high. Yeah, okay. That's fine. These have all finished quarantine, so I can now send them to the same enclosure. This one over here. Okay, they're going to do their thing. I'm going to start working on the habitat that we like. Oh, hard shelter, of course. Why wouldn't I expect that? Sable antelope are called saber-horned antelope in Polish, which you think fits better. Yeah, I can see that. Sable is a color named after the sable, a Siberian weasel species. I did know that. But it is. I still find it very interesting. You name a color after just like a random animal. Although I guess sable's a pretty like specific color. Well, maybe not. Is it? I guess kind of. I mean, I guess if somebody showed me sable, I would think it was brown, but you could call it sable. And I'd be like, oh yeah, okay, sure. Either way. Either way. To go ahead and get this going. So, hard shelter. We only have 6,351 walk-in space. That doesn't make any sense. Is that because of the other creatures occupying the territory, maybe? Can you stop that? Okay, giraffes are interesting. We like them. Put that up on the display. Actually, maybe I'll put that in the middle, because that's the one that people are going to come to first. We'll see the giraffe display there. I want to make sure they have a place to sleep, so let's do this, this, and this. Give me shelter. It's kind of boring to use the exact same shelter, and that one's a bit too rough. I don't like the metal. Let's just do this one again. The exact same shelter as the last one. It's not that bad. A nice shelter, and I'm not going to go out of my way to make it myself. Because I'm not great at that, and it takes a long time. So that's that done with. I don't think they'll need more, but they might. Want to give them sleeping spots as well, of course. There you go. We don't have much in the way of, like, stuff for giraffe to have. I guess we need to research them. Ooh, Food cage. Oh, interesting. I guess that must be like for leaves. The water's going to be treated, so we don't need to worry about that. You need to have food enrichment as well, and just food normally. So we're going to give you a hanging feeder, a grazing ball over here, and a barrel feeder over here. Right. Now, we do the terrain. Need short grass and long grass. A little bit of soil. Less sand. I want a lot of long grass. I'm going to put long grass back here in the back. The short grass is going to be around like their enclosure and stuff. Short grass, like, they have like some soft sleeping spot. And a little bit of long grass back here. Some short grass up on top this little like hill thing. They want a little bit of rock, but not a ton. I'm probably going to put some rock on the side walls to, like, make them look less weird. They're so sheer, they probably wouldn't have grass growing on them much. But I'll do that last. I want some of the soil. I want heavy soil around this. Should really make it daytime. I'm just gonna let the time pass. Some light soil out here. In frequented zones, like up this and around here. And I guess a little bit through this area. Not a ton, just a little bit. No. And again, the rock, I'm going to put rough rock on these. Shrink this a bit. There we are. That's not bad. Definitely gets the point across that this is meant to be a cliff and not like a easily scalable wall. Dangerous animals escaped. I guess that's probably the goats that can jump pretty high. Yep. I hadn't considered that when I made this enclosure. I was focusing primarily on the giraffes because they have long legs. I thought they would just walk over top, but it turns out that's not who I had to worry about. So, let me go ahead and just extend out this. How that works. Lift this. That. Lift this. That's not how that works. Do. Okay. Add one here. Then grab this. Pull these and raise that. Now please capture this. They weren't supposed to be able to climb up on this ledge, which I'm a little bit miffed about. Feels weird that this is where they can get out. I guess because they have a run-up on the edge. That just means I have to grab the corners. Raise them. I should raise them to 1.5. No, I don't know. I don't know how high they need to be. How high can they jump? Sable Antelope. How high can these dangerous creatures leap? 4.25 feet. Just about. So, a little bit, like 1.5 meters is probably fine. 1.5 meters on all corners. Welcome to the outside. Prepare to be captured. Enjoy your freedom while it lasts, Antelope. Because it won't. Alright. All the corners have been raised, so that should stop them being able to escape. I will, of course, have to double check if they haven't escaped yet. Is there anywhere you can run out of? They're now safe. Kind of. It's 2 hours, by the way. Solid amount of stream if you start to feel tired. Yeah. I'm going to go for a bit longer, I think. But not much longer. Social bad. Oh, right. Adults, okay. They need more short grass and less sand. I don't even know where the sand is in this enclosure. I guess that could be sand? The base of that? I thought that was dirt, but maybe sand. That's probably sand there. Okay. That means they're happy. Not super happy, but happy. Double check the other animals' enclosure to make sure the habitat still matches what they want. They want more long grass, so I need to get rid of some more sand, which I still don't know where the sand is. But I can add long grass here. Like underneath these, like edges, I guess. That's enough for that. So let me double check this. Let me double check the saber antelopes, yeah. And okay, we're all good on terrain, and we are all fine on shelter. Now I just need to add African grasslands and desert plants. Is going to also lower the amount of walking space. I got to be aware of that, so I don't want to do too much. Because even though they look nice and they're add a lot of good-looking stuff to the terrain, I need to make sure that we maintain enough walking space for all the animals in here. I still don't know what sentry plants are. I could get some rocks. Rocks are always nice. Although, the more rocks I put in, the less space we have to walk. I gotta be really careful with this. I like them as like terrain, just to like add a bit of variety to the ground. Date palms. But then they're always so big. Actually, I can add some dry grass over here instead. That's not bad. Elephant grass, just for fun. Wait, turn off the line. Alright, check. How's that for vegetation? Doing pretty well. What about you? Also pretty well. Although I guess you're probably not going to like some of this. Yeah, you're not going to like those because they're desert plants. I guess I don't need the desert plants because the only one that is a desert animal is this one, and they also are grasslands, so maybe I should get rid of the palms. And remove desert from here. And that'll probably go over better. One olive tree, in memory of the poor missing date palms. Papyrus, I'm pretty sure is in water. Near water. Really pretty tree. Is there a way to raise terrain without painting? Sampled? Is that gonna work? So I want to like adjust the terrain's bumpage a bit, because it's just flat and boring right now. Want some bumpies. Just a little difference here and there. Okay. That seems fine. Double check you, see if we can't make sure like your environment. Yeah, so they like everything. That's probably okay. I might touch this up a little bit later. I need to make sure all the dangerous animals get put back in their enclosures. Should probably also double check that these can't get out because they're smaller, but they probably jump high. Yep, see, they can jump right out. See, I don't know what to do about this. Ideally, I could just like push this in. They can't get up there, maybe? Then it causes that weird jagged look again. I don't love that. Okay, everywhere seems to be safe now. Most animals can be dangerous if they wanted to be. That's true. A lot of alarms today, yeah. Yeah, it is what it is. They get out sometimes. It's fine. Look at them, just wandering, just having a good time. They don't seem particularly dangerous. Like, I know that, like, it'd be a bit grim and outside of the, like, like, feel of the game to just have animals running around mauling people, but they do say that they're dangerous, and then they just let them not be. What are you doing? Not put it back in the... Oh, right. You can't deliver it because I removed the path. There you go. Get it back in there. Okay, that should be fine now. So now we have some sable antelopes, some springbok. There you go. I can change these to make it so that they announce via chore. Both size 10. That makes sense than having size 11, size 9. There you go. It overlaps a little in the middle, but I think that's okay. The reticulated giraffe. Biggest. Because it is the biggest. And sable antelope. Size 10. Springbok. Size... Oh, I guess I can make them both size 11, probably. Wow, size 12. Look at that. Okay, so I want the reticulated giraffe to have their speech up here. Going to be in, like, January, maybe? Link you to this seating, confirm, allow standing guests. Feels kind of weird considering that's for a sable giraffe, or sable, whatever, antelope is, but I don't have them otherwise. Springbok. Have yours in March. Seating here, confirm. Allow standing guests. And sable antelope. Pink seating here. Confirm. Allow standing guests, and you can have yours in. The last one is unused. I'm gonna move this, put it here, because people are gathering in weird spots. Alright. So here's hoping that's good. We'll enjoy it, maybe. Get a better view of the springbok. Well, how about you open your dang eyes? There's more than one. I need to research the giraffe, because I don't have any giraffe enrichment at all. A roe deer can apparently shatter a human thigh with one kick. Why is that happening? I'm getting like a weird texture glitch every once in a while for some reason. It's very strange. And it just so happens to happen every time I'm looking down at chat, so I can't see what it is or what might be causing it. They can shatter a human thigh with one kick, despite being small. Yeah, I mean, that's true for a lot of animals. Size doesn't necessarily mean that they're, like, weak or, like, can't defend themselves. Like, the, They're dangerous. Any animal, like you say, can be dangerous. If it wants to be. Especially if it's fearful of its, like, life, right? If it's afraid it's gonna, like, die... It'll get real aggressive. Like, one of the things they teach you when you're, like, learning how to hunt for the first time is, like, how dangerous just deer can be. Like, when you're the hunter, you sort of get this power trip that you think that since you have a gun in your going out there to kill animals or whatever, that you have like ultimate control and power or whatever, and that you're like the alpha or whatever, the apex is what I meant, the apex predator. But they warn you when you're learning how to like hunt in like hunting classes and stuff like that. You don't have to do those, I guess, but in like hunting groups, they'll teach you like how that a deer can just like gore you with its horns or split open your stomach with its cloven hooves. Like deer are really strong, like really dangerous creatures. And if they're afraid for their life, they'll kill you. Not impressed at all by the view of the spotted hyena. How could you not be impressed by that? Like, you're just looking down at them. They're hanging out and having a good time. Oh, wait, actually. Did I shrink this wall? Yeah, I did. Yeah, you're just looking at them. How can you not enjoy that? Is it because you can't get close enough to the enclosure? Is that the problem? Because the path is so far away? I'm worried about that, actually, because I don't know how to fix that problem. I guess I could try to force the paths closer to the enclosures. Maybe that would help them see the animals, but I think that might be all that the problem is. It's just that the paths aren't. What if if I grab all of these and just do like this individually, move them closer. Maybe that'll give them a better view because they can see over the wall better. I guess I have the statistics to like look and see how well people can see certain things from certain angles. I think doing this is going to let the hyenas escape though, because they'll be able to jump on these like edges. Try that and see if is there a predicted area visibility, I guess, maybe. And yeah, that says they can see in there. I guess, well, maybe not very well. Animal visibility. Yeah, you can't see them at all, really. It's trying to escape. See it? I don't know if that's my fault exactly, though. I guess I could make all the walls out of glass. Or make them windowed. Kind of ruins the whole point of making these, like, short enough for people to look over, I guess, but that might be the way to do it. In a lot of places in Europe, wild boars have become a problem. They go shopping in city centers, walk into stores. Yeah, and boars are like especially dangerous creatures too. Like they're really difficult to deal with. They're a nuisance. They'll gore you at a like moment's notice. Temperamental. Not a good time. Give me a push on these walls, because I need to make sure that the hyenas can't jump out. Now that I've adjusted it slightly. I'll smooth them a tiny bit so they're not quite so jagged. They gotta remain pretty jagged. I'm not gonna fix them, I don't think. Just because I don't know how the viewing angle is going to work, and I don't want to keep adjusting this if I'm going to have to keep changing it. Okay, how do you feel about this? Can you get out still? I keep pressing G by accident. Doesn't say you can get out, but I definitely think you can. If you wanted to. Alright, not what I was looking for. Predicted area visibility. Here. Right. Current animal visibility. Basically nowhere? I don't know what to do about that. I think it's because the enclosure's too deep. I wasn't being like... I didn't do the thing where I was being cautious about how deep the enclosure would be, where I was like measuring the lines. I think this should have been a little bit higher. I think the Nile lizard as well is the same thing. I think it's too deep. People will have a hard time seeing in there. Yeah, I think that's it. I think that's just the problem. Oh, somebody got pickpocketed. How nice. So people aren't happy. I don't know why, though. Hyenas are closer to cats than to dogs. They're in the cat-like suborder. I think I remember having that discussion with somebody. Okay, rafts have been researched a bit. Do I have any discoveries on them yet? No. Okay. I think maybe next zoo. You gotta go? Alright, take care. Thanks for hanging out. No worries. I think next Bennett Zoo stream, I will have to come back through and do another pass on these enclosures and make them higher. Can I multi-select everything in there so I don't have to readjust it all? Yes, I can. I can just do it now then. Unselect that. Yeah, since I'm able to multi-select that, I'm just going to move the whole thing and then shift it up and just have it hover in the sky for now. Then pause, then take out my poor lizard. Okay, sculpt, pull. I'm going to raise this to like here, I think. Flatten the foundation. I just need them to be higher up so that they can, like, be seen by guests. That might not even be far enough, honestly. There, try that. And then increase the sensitivity here and smooth out these walls. It's gonna be jagged, but it is what it is. That's fine with me. Okay, where's my water? I made a little pool here, I think. Yeah, there it is. So it's not in the exact same spot. It's generally similar, but not exactly the same. So probably gonna have to do something about that. Grab that, grab that. Put it all back in. And I'll move it all as necessary. Which is basically all of it, because it's all at different elevations. But I'll try to keep it in mostly the same spots. I don't even know if this is gonna work. I'm just hoping it will. This thing's huge and needs to be placed. Wherever it'll go. That'll fit there. Yeah. It's there. Goes here. Love to see it. Move the ducky into the water. This goes here. Just shrink all this into the ground. Alright. It's done. Okay. That looks to be good. Can now unpause and double check the size, not size, but the viewing angles, I guess. The hyenas. Poor submerged hyenas. I honestly thought I was messing with the lizard enclosure just now. I didn't even realize it was the hyenas until just now. Okay, how do you feel about your enclosure? I don't want you to be able to jump out, so let me double check the traversable area. Yep, thought so. I thought so. Push that. No climbing out. Sweet, now smooth it. Damn it, again. Stop inbreeding! Okay. Need to push this here as well. That's more area they can jump out of. That and smooth it out a bit so it's not quite that aggressive. Hyena. Escape from. Okay, nowhere. Good. Staff should still be able to get you. Wildebeest is stressed, which doesn't make any sense. I think it's stressed because it's in the water, not because it's near humans. Because I've told the humans not to mess with the animals, so they shouldn't be giving it a hard time. Okay. Let me see the current animal visibility and see if this works. That's not what I'm looking for. I don't even know what I'm looking for anymore. Current animal visibility. Dangerous animal escaped, huh? The hyenas? I did just double check that they couldn't escape. I literally checked, and they still escaped. Yeah, it doesn't say they can escape anywhere. How did you get out? You're not... It literally says you can't escape. Like, I don't know what to do to solve that. It got out, it got out. Like, I can't... Not supposed to be able to get out, but it got out somehow. Fucking hyenas. Jokesters over here. What's up, Edgimera? How you doing? Do I think you're a scumbag? I don't know you. I can't answer that question. Okay, I don't know how... I should probably just sit here and watch to see how it got out. Maybe it like jumped up here somehow? Move this slightly further away. Like move it over to here, maybe. That could be a better idea. That's not gonna work. Pull. And double check they can't get out again. Says they can't, but we know how that goes. And called one for no reason. I mean, it happens. And everybody's reasoning is different. So, as frustrating as it is, any action can cause somebody to be upset over it. And it's perfectly reasonable. Depending on the situation, it's a shame and it sucks, but I wouldn't take it personally. Scrumbag? Oh, I thought you said scumbag. I don't know what a scrumbag is. I've never even heard that term either. Yeah, it's never something you should take personally when people insult you, and if you feel like you've done nothing wrong. But a lot of times when people get angry with you, it's because you've done something that offends them personally, which can often be like impossible to know, but it allows for an opportunity of introspection to see if you've done something that might have caused dissatisfaction with somebody. Don't take it personally, but if there's a lesson to be learned, then it's worth considering. I don't know the situation or the context, and I don't know if I'm interested in learning it either, because it feels like it's probably a personal thing. But give it some thought and try to figure out why they might have said that to you, because most people have a reason. It might not be a good reason. Most people have their reasons. Misspelled it? That's alright. I don't even need to apologize for misspelling. I just wasn't sure if that was a different word. Do you know how they were? Nothing personal? I don't know then. Maybe they're just having a bad day. People can lash out when they're having a bad time. It just happens sometimes. Just be kind in response. Try not to engage in the negativity in efforts to be positive. If it's a friend, then give them space. Follow up some other time. If it's a stranger, ignore it and go about your business. You just left after, yeah. Well, that's probably the right decision. Okay. I am probably done for the day. Very tired. And I'm quite ill. And I'd like to lie down. I didn't make much progress. I did get the giraffe enclosure in. It's not particularly exciting. I might come back in and touch it up with some more, like, plants and stuff. Go to bed, yeah. Yeah, yeah, thanks for hanging out and chatting and lurking. Appreciate it. Zoo looks good. Well, thanks. I appreciate that. I do try. I like to try different things with every zoo, and this one was a bit of a wacky one with, like, the sunken enclosures. I have no idea how I'm going to manage to make this work. People are complaining about not being able to see the animals, and I don't know how to fix that, so I'll worry about it next time when I have a better working brain. Sleep well and long. Go offline. Yeah, alright. Thanks. Take care. I'm out of here. Bye-bye.